Is the Dr. Esports podcast. Welcome. We're a little late, but we hope to make up for it.
2 days later, but it's all good.
But it's all good. We still got all the good NFL news, and we did really well on our picks last week. So man, we had to come back and gloat.
Yeah, especially before tonight.
Yeah, because tonight it should be a pretty easy game for one team. But let's look back at week 4. Last Thursday night, I had the LA Rams going up against the Vikings. It was pretty close for a little bit, but just the Rams' offense is just unbelievable. That Jared Goff played a really great game. Even I seen a video of Kirk Cousins who went up to Jared Goff after the game, and he like tapped him on the chest, and he was like, "Hey man, that's the best performance I've ever seen in my whatever years in the league." So that's pretty crazy. Todd Gurley was going off. Yeah, Cousins seems like a cool dude.
Come to Denver.
Nah, but who was cooking? That boy, Cooper Kupp. He had 2 touchdowns. He's a sleeper. He's a sleeper in fantasy leagues. A lot of people don't know about him.
He was on my bench though.
Yeah, it's because with the Rams, like they are really matching their what they call the greatest show on turf, which was the 2001 Rams. They're on pace. They're on that same pace right now. But what's scary is they have a good defense as well.
That's really true, man. Also, what's it called? Khalid's hurt right now.
Oh yeah, he's hurt. He hasn't even played. They're doing fine.
All good.
Yeah, it's because they have like a great D line. Like it all starts right there. Like get that pressure. They're doing it. Yeah, and we both picked the Rams, so we both picked that one right. Jared Goff had like 4 or 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, 5 touchdowns, and then 400 yards.
Yeah, this week there was just offensive explosions everywhere.
Yeah, every quarterback was on for 400 yards.
Yeah, three touchdowns at least.
Except the Broncos, of course.
Hey, shit! I got the good running game and the good defense. Yeah, but let's stay on this down track. The second game we had Green Bay going up against Buffalo. We both picked Green Bay, and yeah, so they got smashed. I don't even think they scored right. They got shut out. It was like 30-0 or something like that.
Josh Allen. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Your first,
Go business calls.
Yeah, business calls.
Hold on, going home. Yeah. Josh Allen, though, if you listen to this, you may get an autograph to begin with, but, second off, you need to do more hurdles. That's the only reason why you went against Vikings, man. You were hurdling people. Zero fear, man. That's all you need.
Yeah, shout out to house phones. Shout out to house phone, man. That was a house phone ringing, man. A lot of people live extinct.
Hey, there's only 9 people in the U.S. who own one, and you're one of them.
It came with the internet, man. You know, actually, I need it for work because I need a fax machine for work.
Yeah.
It kind of happens. It's kind of like a walkie-talkie sometimes. Wait.
Okay, walkie-talkie. Yeah.
Yeah, so Green Bay took that one. You know, it's going to be tough to win in Lambeau with your rookie.
Yeah. What's the next matchup we have?
Next one was actually the Bengals and the Falcons, which we forgot somehow. I don't know how I forgot when I'm like the Bengals fan of this
Yeah,
podcast. But I got y'all this week, Bengals fans. But of course, that game was wild, man. I went through every emotion, man. Like,
down to the
I was,
wire,
I was
man.
happy. I was happy because our offense was just scoring every drive, touchdowns. But then the defense making me kind of mad because they couldn't stop anything. And then my boy Tyler Eifert got hurt, and I knew he was gonna be out for the season after that. So I kind of only wanted to cry for him. And then we came back, so I was happy again. Came back in the last seconds. Andy Dalton came through with his 22nd game-winning drive. Um,
Yeah.
that was his. He passed Boomer Esiason for most 300-yard games for a Bengal all time. So he's the leader right now for the Bengals. He's gonna pretty much retire with every Bengal passing record, except for a couple that I think Ken Anderson will hold. But he's my favorite player.
Yeah,
So.
Andy Dalton's really underrated, man.
Yeah, he's underrated, man. I just think like the playoff record and
Yeah, Super Bowl rings are the only things that
way
matter
behind us,
now, man.
behind us. Huh?
Oh, shh.
So
Hold up. Give me 5 seconds. Give me 5 seconds.
it's Buckley right there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so that one, I would have picked Bengals obviously, so I would have got that one right. I don't know about you.
And I would have picked Bengals.
All right. So the next one we had Detroit and Dallas. I picked Detroit. You picked Dallas.
Congratulations.
And Dallas, they hit a game-winning field goal at the end. Zeke had a crazy game. I think he almost had like 300 yards total, like catching and running. And he helped ruin my undefeated streak in my fantasy league. So, thank you, Zeke.
Nice
I took like the 3 L's right there. Like, I know. So the next game, we had Indianapolis going up against the Texans. You picked the Colts, and I picked the Texans. It looked like it was going to be a tie, which I don't know how we would have handled that one.
And then Texans took it.
Yeah, I'm like at the end. Texans took it. The Colts, they've been in like every game this season.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Like I remember they played us week 1. It was a close game. Every game. They're not trash. They just, I don't know, they just need to learn how to finish it. The next game, we had Miami traveling to New England, but just lost 2 games in a row. And they got smashed. I think they got shut out too as well.
Yeah, rest in peace, Miami. Thought y'all had it.
We'll buy the Bengals game next week, so hopefully we kind of got the formula to beat them. So. But yeah, the Patriots. One of the running backs, Sonny Michel, or something like that. Michel. He went off for 100+ yards. The defense obviously did their job. And the
What's
next
the
game we
next
had
match?
Sam Darnold and the Jets traveling into Jacksonville to face the Jacksonville defense. And yeah, that didn't go well as well. I think that was a shutout as
But
well.
there's no defenses are taking over.
So some new defenses are starting to heat up.
Even though quarterbacks were throwing for like 300 yards, they went somehow. When you score, you score big.
Yeah, I said it last podcast. It's like for a rookie going up against that defense is going to be tough. That was his toughest test. And actually, next week, the Jags defense they play against the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, and also what's it called? Jets are gonna play against the Broncos this week,
Oh
so that's
yeah,
gonna be another
easy
for
dub.
Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
it's gonna be another test. That's a mini.
because the Broncos were on what's it called? Patrick Mahomes just got one small shift. That's like
Yeah. So the next game we had Philadelphia traveling to Tennessee. I picked Philly. You picked Philly,
yeah,
and they lost it in OT. The close one.
one of the two that I lost.
Yeah, so the next one we had Chicago Bears against the Bucks, and said the last podcast, Fitzpatrick was going to be playing for his job. He came in, stunk it up. They even threw Jameis Winston in there at halftime.
And even Jameis was struggling too.
Yeah, so they shut him too. So the Bears defense is just legit, man. Like, hey, Miguel, shout out to Miguel Garcia tuning in.
Hey.
Yeah, and I had picked the Bucks. I thought if Fitzpatrick would work his magic, hey, they run. But
Hey. Yeah, I picked the Bears, didn't I?
yeah, you picked the Bears. So they went that. And we had Cleveland traveling into Oakland. We both picked Oakland. It was looking like a Cleveland win until the very last minute. The Bears came through with I believe a fourth down stop, got the ball back, scored the touchdown, 2-point conversion, went to OT, and then they got the touchdown. Or no, they got the field goal, right? They got the field goal like after some.
It's crazy.
So there's been a lot of overtime games this year. Seattle traveled to Arizona. We both picked Seattle. Seattle took that one. What happened in that one? Oh, in that one, Earl Thomas got hurt, and as
Flipping
he was being taken off the field in stretcher, he flipped off his team sideline. Apparently, because he's been wanting a new contract, and he didn't want to play this year. He wanted to pull a Le'Veon Bell and not play, and try to get a contract, but he ended up playing, and they might have costed him a contract, so that's why he was salty.
I understand why he's mad, man, but you gotta handle that better, man. You're a professional.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that he's gonna regret it, but later on, but just
I
in the
think,
heat of the
yeah, I think
moment,
that's gonna.
just a real emotional player.
Yeah, I think this is gonna cost him a couple mils, cause it's be very controversial.
Yeah, Miguel. Speaking of controversy, Miguel Garcia was talking about the QB, how the league's protecting the quarterback with all these new hit rules and
Yeah,
all that.
it's like how you gotta put him like on a mattress, basically, man.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying like flag football. There's gonna be like flag football in like 2 years.
Probably gonna be able to touch him with like two-hand grab.
There's been a lot of
Or
funny videos on
360.
Facebook making fun of it. But
Hey, yo, there's a
that's like directly helped the offenses. That's why we've seen so many points being scored this year. There's like through 4 weeks or 5 weeks, like the 4 weeks that they broken like all the records of like most points scored and all that for the league. So I think they did it more, to try to boost the ratings more, like which I don't know how you could do it. It's already number one. Hey, there's a ghost right in front of me.
there's someone right. Fuck. Oh, bullshit.
Wow, son of a... Oh, I was hitting them 40s. Yeah, like what's gonna happen is they're gonna just have to adapt. Defensive players are just gonna have to adapt and find a way to. They'll find a way to make it happen. It's just gonna take a little bit of time. We had the Niners. Whatever.
Go to the store real quick.
Whatever.
Yo, that skin look dope. The bright bomber. Yo, that's bullshit. Yo, I should be able to get that skin. I got the bright bomber. Fuck. But continue.
Yeah, we had the Niners traveling to Los Angeles to face the Chargers. The Burgers started off with the pick six, but came back. And they barely won. It was like a 2-point game. It's like 29-27. So, even with Jimmy G out, the 49ers still put up a good fight. And we had both picked the Chargers though, so. Oh, and like another game I forgot. New Orleans against the Giants. Yeah. I picked the Giants. You had picked New Orleans. Giants just can't seem to get it together this year. I think they should just tank a little bit. I don't know. I think that you think they need a new quarterback. You think they need some new blood?
Honestly, yeah.
It's a lot. What if they would have got Patrick Mahomes?
That would have been crazy.
They drafted Evan Ingram. They could have traded up to get him, maybe. But there's always is a good. I don't even watch college, but I don't know that. Sunday night game. Baltimore at Pittsburgh. We both picked Baltimore. And that's right. Pittsburgh continues to look like an average team without Le'Veon Bell. I believe James Conner had like 19 yards rushing. Look at you, Le'Veon Bell was at the crib laughing.
He's like, how y'all think he can replace
me? Right. He's like, man, y'all thought. But he's reportedly told ESPN he was going to report week 7 after the Steelers bye week. So he's gonna miss the Falcons game and the Bengal game. Well, one of the Bengal games.
Yeah.
I believe he's like tore the ACL twice against the Bengals, so it's kind of a scenario.
Oh
You
shit,
did,
you gotta
bro.
go?
Yeah, I
Alright,
did
so I'm kinda stuck here.
that.
When you ready?
Monday night, we both thought KC was gonna. I'm gonna take this little ghost thing. We both thought KC was gonna just take it handedly. Just thought it was gonna be ugly. But Denver actually almost
They
won
put
that
up a
game.
fight.
Almost won
Yeah.
that game. The defense kind of had Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs' offense kind of chilled out for a little bit. It kind of contained them for like 3 quarters,
Yeah.
almost to 3 quarters, and then I believe this might be one of his signature moments, like when it's all said and done. When he threw that left-handed pass.
Don't remind me, man.
What?
Don't remind me.
Nah, I'm telling you, that's gonna be like one of his signature moments, like for his career. Like when he gets inducted to the Hall of Fame and shit. We're gonna talk about that one. And be like, man, you had Von Miller chasing you. Any other quarterback probably would have got sacked unless your name's Michael Vick in 2004. That moment had me like in my mouth like wow, like I never seen that, like, and I knew it was with his left hand because I've seen it, but then I still had to question myself like, was that with his left hand? I've never seen it. So in that week we made 14 picks. I got 10 out of 14 right. That's decent. The kid Ryan got 12 out of 14 right. So hey, if you like betting, man, we get you above 500.
I don't know.
Nah, I was just playing. Disclaimer: we do not endorse betting of any kind.
Do not endorse illegal gambling.
But anyway, looking into week 5, that was week 4. It's a wrap. Boom, done. Week 5. It's looking to week 5. The game tonight. It's about to happen like in 10 minutes. Well, about to start, but anyway. We got the Colts traveling to New England.
Alright, who you got?
I don't know. It's easy. I got the Patriots.
Yeah.
I got the
Patriots
Patriots.
all day. Yeah, all day.
Yeah,
Patriots.
Patriots. They're like a safe bet most of the weeks.
Yeah.
They got Tom Brady. They're a safe bet. He doesn't win
The
most
beginning
of
of the
it.
season, it's kind of where, I really know, but
He still got to get acclimated with his new teammates.
yeah, he has to, make sure the cashiers can touch the ball.
And actually, this week they're getting one of the wide receivers back. I think it's
Julian
Edelman.
Edelman, huh?
Yeah, Edelman.
Yeah.
He's coming back from suspension, so man, Tom Brady's happy. Edelman's gonna have at least one touchdown.
Yeah.
So if you got him on your team, you looking for someone. First game, we got Atlanta traveling to Pittsburgh.
Oh, you mother. I found a llama.
Oh,
I
for
had to
real?
open it though, my bad. Yeah, my bad. Oh shit.
I'm texting.
Oh yeah, that ass. Come on, come on. There you go, 5 seconds. Oh bullshit. Not Chuck Norris 95.
Damn. Yo, Caballo, if that's you still watching, if you want to join us, man, I'm sending you an invite. I think hopefully you're still on there. Yeah, if you want to hop on, cause
Do, 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 do.
do, 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 do. Oh snap! I'm on coming through with the tacos. Street tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah, the street taco, man. For the little Mexican trailer truck, bro. We
Shout
got.
out to Street Tacos. Been there since day one.
Yeah, but so we got Atlanta traveling to Pittsburgh.
Who you got? Who you got?
I think Pittsburgh's gonna take it. Who you got?
Atlanta traveling to Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I got Atlanta.
Well,
Yeah, Atlanta, man. The Atlanta offense, man, they can tear it up. I don't know about that.
yeah, the defense they're missing a couple of key pieces, but the Steelers defense isn't that nice either, so it might be a shootout.
Hey.
Uh-oh. It's
Caballo
official.
himself. He's here.
We have the first group, like, guest on the podcast. Hey. Yeah, man, Caballo. Round of applause for Caballo, man. So yeah, you want to do these picks with him? You want to do these
Sure.
picks with us? All right. So who you got tonight? Who you got tonight? New England and Colts. It's New England against the Colts. It's in New England.
Both of us did, yeah.
Yeah, it was uncharacteristic. Yep. Yeah, we just picked Atlanta going to Pittsburgh. I got Pittsburgh and Ryan has Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay, believe that. It hurts me going with the Steelers, but there's people at Blue Lake.
Oh shit, there's people coming towards me.
All right. The next game we got is Baltimore is gonna travel to Cleveland.
I got Baltimore.
Baltimore. Man, yeah, this is probably gonna be his toughest test on defense. The Ravens have a legit defense this year, like a really legit. There's not too many really good defenses. Well, great ones. They're great ones. Hey, my bad. We better die. No, we better die.
Oh, hey, tranquilo, niño.
Hey, oh, hey. Oh, I hit him like 3 times.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for him to come down. Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna
fuck.
go. I'm gonna go Baltimore too. We just died. All right, the next game we got the Denver Broncos traveling to New York to face off against Sam Darnold and the Jets.
Oh. Hey, okay.
You got the Broncos. You got any inside information, Ryan, that might help me out?
Alright, so, you know, what we did to Pat Mahomes, what we did the first 3 quarters to Sam Darnold's gonna be easy dub. But if we play our defense like how we did in the fourth quarter, Sam Darnold might like just smack on
Listen.
us.
Oops, who's that? Is that your boy again?
Yeah.
So you got what? You got the Broncos or what?
Yeah, I got the Broncos.
That's surprising. That's fine. Oh, that's fine. Nah, but I'm gonna go with Denver too, man. Sam Darnold, we're gonna face another great test in his young career. He's not gonna be ready for that defense. Oh yeah, damn, that's even worse. Alright, the next game we got Green Bay traveling to Detroit. That's just good. Oh, y'all got
So it's Aaron Rodgers versus who?
Lions?
Uh, Aaron Rodgers, man. Wait, nah.
You just said Aaron Rodgers.
That's because they don't got anybody in Green Bay, bro. Like, it's just Aaron Rodgers.
Well,
But I don't know, man, because Aaron Rodgers was hurt. But, last week, he was lining up the scoreboard. But I'm going to have to go Aaron Rodgers.
who you got, Kawhi? Oh, you say Aaron Rodgers, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Aaron Rodgers too. Watch some news.
Watch him get smacked on.
Hey, now the next game, man. This might be the AFC Championship preview right here. Got the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. That's gonna be a good game. Who y'all got?
Can I go first? I already got my pick.
Go ahead.
I got the Jags. Like, they got a good ass defense, man. No, Jalen Ramsey and AJ. What's it called, boy? You're not gonna give up a lot of big passes that quick, bro. I know their defense. They got Calais Campbell and who is Malik Jackson, stuff like that. And if they bring similar pressure, they don't need to have the same pressure that the Broncos did. But if they bring similar pressure, he's gonna throw some awkward passes that Jalen Ramsey and AJ Boy are gonna catch. Because they're both locked down corners.
Hey, I got your favorite gun.
Heavy.
You right there.
Let me get it.
Are you in?
Yeah.
Try.
Oh. Looks beautiful.
Who you got, Kawhi?
I think he's taking care of something.
Oh my god.
Alright, so you choose. Okay, he's good. Hey, hold up. So, this is a sports podcast. This just in, the Rockies tie the NLDS game 1 in the 9th inning, 2-2 against the Brewers. Alright, continue.
Ooh, they came back. They were down 2-0.
Yeah, they came back. Yep. Let's go, Rockies. Let's go. But continue with the football.
Okay, breaking news. We need to have a little breaking news noise.
Breaking news.
It's like a little Cinco de Mayo type. Hey. Who you got, Caballo? Jacksonville or Chiefs? That was tough. That's a tough game. Jags. So that's two for the Jags. Because Ryan picked the Jags. I think I'm gonna go Kansas City, bro, because they're at home. I think they're gonna rattle Blake Bortles a little bit. That's what you know, it's probably one of the loudest stadiums right there. That's the only thing.
Alright, continuing.
And so how did they come back, the Rockies?
Breaking news, Nolan Arenado hits a sacrifice fly. To driving Garrett Sampson, shout out Rockies, bro, y'all. Y'all be giving me emotion roller coasters all season, but I still love them. They came back, and then also Chuck Nasty with a double to start the rally to drive in Eduardo Parra.
Yeah, I hope Chris Sale pitches trash.
We can all hope, because I don't want the Red Sox in the playoffs, man.
You don't want to see the Yankees either, man. We got the crazy squad.
I don't know, man. Yeah,
And your pitching is alright. Pitching is alright, but
that would be a pretty cool, like, Coors Field matchup, though. That'd be like a home run derby, okay?
Tickets should be
Well, yeah, World Series tickets to begin with here.
The Yankees.
Oh, Nuggets? They're gonna be nice, man. Low-key, they're gonna be nice.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah, we'll get in the playoffs, yeah.
Playoff contention, yeah.
Because after next year, we're probably going to get someone else.
Because y'all wanted Paul George, but, like, you know, he stayed at Thunder.
That was a dumb move. He should have came. He came to the Lakers.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he wanted that superstar money. He's really not a superstar, man. He's never hit a game winner in his career.
Now Westbrook, he's...
So PG, get your money, man, but we're gonna get these dubs over here.
Keep your money, bro.
But they've been playing good. Like they've been passing a lot. Like everyone seems to be passing the ball. I think LeBron's numbers are gonna go down.
Assists might go up.
Yeah, I think his assists might go down because we got too many. Everyone, Ingram could pass, Kuz could pass. Hey, Southwest.
Southwest.
Yeah.
From where?
I seen something. Like, right there, 240.
Oh yeah, I see. Ooh. Okay. Try to get Gaia. Oh,
what? Oh my. Alright, next game we got 3-1 Dolphins traveling to Cincinnati. Yeah, I mean, and then 3-1. We're 3-1, so we battle the 3-1s. Who y'all got?
So since you against who again?
The Dolphins.
Oh. Wait, is Tyler out for Dolphins?
Yeah, he's out for the season, but I think they just cleared Joe Mixon to come back, and we just got
Ooh.
Vontaze Burfict is off his four-game suspension. He's like the quarterback of our defense, like, so hopefully he helps that out a little bit because we've been
You got
trashing
any
defense.
insight?
Well, like I said, Joe Mixon is gonna start. I'm pretty
Okay,
sure
I
he's
got
gonna come
Bengals.
back, and then we're at home. Kawhi, who you got, Kawhi? With the Bengals. Hell yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bengals too, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll go with the Bengals. I go with the Bengals every week, just FYI. If you don't notice that, but alright, the next game we got Giants traveling to Carolina to face off with Cam Newton and the Super Panthers. Who y'all got? Damn.
Oh shit. I'm going Wayland, man.
I should have went Wayland too.
Oh, that Danny left. I was listening. Why'd you leave?
I'm gone. Yo, shout out to the Yankees though too, man. They won their wild card game yesterday. Aaron Judge hit one. Stanton hit one. It was beautiful.
Beautiful.
The pitching was nice. The pitching pretty much shut them out like all night, except for the seventh. Yeah,
Game 1 of the NLDS is heading to extra innings.
Wow, the Rockies.
They're
They
coming back,
they
man.
they put up a fight.
Magical. They're putting on fights, man. Don't ever
Don't count them out,
count
man.
them
That's the
out.
thing about baseball, man. Like, it's kind of like a game inside of a game. Like each inning is like a little mini game. Like one of the announcers for baseball says that that's the beautiful thing about baseball, that anything can happen.
That's our first ever Caballo Ranch. When you're watching this later, don't even think about it. But don't count out the Rockies, man. They got a lot of magic. Never quit. That was put up a fight. Put up a good fight too.
Hey, what are you doing, bro?
So we can take notes.
I don't know. My tacos just came in, so I might be on mute a little bit.
Is this nigga dead up?
Are you serious?
Wow, this is gonna get me like that, okay. Those.
Yo, so Giants in Carolina. It's in Carolina. Who y'all got?
Caballo left.
Caballo tipped out?
Yeah, it's because he had to go to church.
Oh, bless up, Caballo.
Romans 1:16 says, "Never be ashamed of the gospel, for as Lord shall save the Gentile, the Jews first, and then the Gentiles." Scripture.
All that. Right. But who you got though?
What's it called? Who is it again?
Giants traveling to Carolina.
Johnson, who?
Against the Panthers.
Whatever the other team is, because like, Giants trash. So who am I rooting for? Who's the other team?
The Panthers, man.
Oh yeah, Panthers, 100%. Now this might be a little off topic, but is water wet?
What do you mean?
Is water wet?
Hell yeah, what do you mean, man?
That's because there's a lot of people who say water isn't wet. They think it's just there.
I'd be like, that's what I feel like. What am I saying? Like, I'd be like, yeah, like if it's like something like obvious. Like, if someone like name something, I'm like, oh, today, like, I don't know, like, it's weird. I'll say it though, like, bro, water's wet too. It's just like. That was just super random though.
Hey, I just saw it on Instagram, my bad.
Yeah, but I don't know if I said it. I'm gonna go Panthers too, man. Last time they're in Carolina, I don't know if this is the last time, but when the Bengals played them in Carolina, they look good. That's when I played you that week. Came in and had like 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
The next game we got Tennessee traveling to Buffalo. Who you got though? Oh shit.
Tennessee traveling to Buffalo. I got Tennessee. Oh shit, there's a guy on here.
Oh. Oh, I knocked him. I knocked him with. Hey.
Deadass.
Yeah.
Bet.
I hit him before he
Is his
He
teammate
knocked
coming?
me. I don't think so, because he flew in.
Did he die yet?
Nah. Bro, I threw it and it landed right on him.
He just questioned life. He's like, hey yo, pick your meds, take the bandages, then the small shield, then the slurp. The Brewers Rockies game is headed to the top of the 10th inning, or is it 11th inning, I believe? Just checking, and it is
Damn, man.
top of the 10th inning.
If you're a Rocket fan, you're getting your money's worth.
Man, okay, I know this is a football podcast today, but man, shout out to Rockies, man. They never quit. I've been to so many games where they were down, but this team, I don't know, I feel something special about it, man. I honestly think this team could be a World Series team.
Hey.
Because, man, there was a point where the Rockies played 60 straight games against 500 plus teams. And they went a record of like 47 and 13 against like 500 plus teams. And that's unheard of, man. It's just crazy. And these are winning teams. These aren't losing teams that you're smacking off. And also, man, in the, what's it called? NL West, man, they made the Dodgers win it, man. They made them actually win it. It wasn't just handed to them. They had to fight for it. And if the Rockies win, I'm gonna be happy, man.
Yeah, that'd be
Cause it's
pretty big
hard to win
because
this. Yeah,
a lot of people are
especially,
picking the Brewers.
yes, bro. I'm telling you, the Rockies are so underrated. Cause I was reading an article at school. Sorry, Mr. Marsden, for reading that in your class. That's not the point. But um, I was reading an article about predictions. Every single person was picking the Cubs. And then guess what? The Rockies came back, man. They're something else, man. Honestly.
When I was watching the Lakers game, Reggie Miller said Milwaukee was going to win the World Series.
Reggie Miller, I love you. He's a smart man. But who's the next prediction for the football?
We got Tennessee at Buffalo.
Tennessee, Buffalo. Yeah, I said Tennessee.
Alright, I'll go Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Next one, Oakland traveling to LA to face the Chargers.
Oh, okay. Chargers. I got Chargers. I don't know if Oakland is there. They beat the Browns, but that's the Browns, man. You never know. I feel like the Chargers could take it. Who you got?
Yeah, let me get out the store.
I had to make it, but like, help me. So we gotta go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Oakland.
Oakland.
They've been in every game this season, even against the Rams.
Pick
I'm
up
gonna
this man.
take your Mad Cat food. Where should I take it?
Uh, oh when we hit 20.
I'll make it. Mama.
Mama, we made it.
Let's make it slide.
Should have picked up that third fuse right quick, you know? Oh shit.
Next game we got is Arizona traveling to San Francisco.
Who you got? Who you got? Who you got?
I think I'm gonna go Niners. I think
Go
the
Niners.
I think the Cardinals are gonna be the number one pick in the draft.
Yeah?
They're the only team that hasn't won a game.
Yeah. Do you even think with Josh Rosen they're gonna lose?
Yeah, even. I haven't really watched them to say what's wrong with him. That team.
Yeah.
But they just haven't. They haven't had a way to win.
But I'm gonna go Niners. Seems like a safe bet because they got a winning team. It's just like they got bad luck with the quarterback. Fuck. Ah, mercy. Oh my god.
That dude was mad scared. The next one we got the Rams traveling to Seattle.
I'll stop him.
Yeah, I think the Rams gonna take that one too, man. They don't really have a weakness.
Sheesh, honestly.
Next game, we got Minnesota traveling to Philadelphia, a rematch of the NFC Championship last year. What do you got?
Minnesota, huh? Nah, you go first. Who you got?
I think the Vikings are gonna take it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think this thing of last year they got smacked last year in the NFC Championship by the Eagles, and the Eagles haven't really been playing
Eagle like football.
up to the Super Bowl standard. And the Vikings have they always have a good defense. Like Zimmer defenses, they're always going to be good. I think they're gonna get to Carson.
Yeah, I got Vikings.
Boom. Sunday night, Dallas Cowboys travel to Houston, take on Deshaun Watson, Texans. Who you got?
Texas versus who?
The Cowboys.
I got the Cowboys. I think Ezekiel Elliott is gonna do what he did last week again. It's gonna be hard though, cause James Watt.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think I don't know if it's real, but I've been seeing posts saying that Watt has been having a Khalil Mack like season. That's been really under the
What?
radar.
What about what?
Like they put up a side by side of Watt and Khalil Mack's stats, and they're pretty much identical. I don't know if it was real, this post I seen, but so for that reason, I think the Texans are gonna take this game at home Sunday night. I think Deshaun Watson is gonna show out. I think the Texans defense is gonna get to. They're gonna stop Zeke, which that's the formula to beating Dak. Like, if Dak got this run game going, it's gonna be tough. So that's my pick. And Monday night is Washington travels to New Orleans. Uh, Drew Brees is like 220 yards away from being the NFL's all-time passing leader, which is probably going to happen on Monday night.
I think it's like 201. 201 yards.
200, a little over 200. But who you got in that game?
I got Saints. I got Drew Brees.
Yeah, I got the Saints too. I don't see them letting Drew Brees lose in this moment.
I don't see Alex Smith like pulling that one off.
And that has been your picks for week 5. We'll check back with you next week on all the results. What's the update on the Rocky game? You got an update?
Still 2-2. Fire coach shot at yeah, just great. But if my phone wants to load, it's 2-2 at the bottom of the 10th.
I think Lakers are playing right now against the Kings. I know they played today, preseason. Lonzo Ball hasn't played at all.
Yeah, that was low-key bars.
Rondo isn't going to play tonight as well.
Not played at all.
So I think I seen the starting lineup was going to have Brandon Ingram at point guard. Which something.
So that's gonna be some Ben Simmons type stuff.
And we've been experimenting with Kyle Kuzma at center. He actually played center against Jokic the other night.
Yeah, he almost dunked on him, huh?
He's too. Well, this is always. They both have advantages over each other. But I think with the way that where the Lakers are gonna play, fast. It's gonna be more advantage for us. Tomorrow the Yankees travel to Boston. Take on the Red Sox. And y'all already know who I'm going. You got anything else you want to hit? Good, we're at 110. I think it's pretty good length. Pause. Super pause.
So I told you for the one time to end the stream.
Hey, let's do it. And today was eventful. We had El Caballo, we had house phones, we had tacos on the podcast.
We had breaking
We
news.
had baseball games going extended. See how our picks do. If we keep up like this, man. Oh, and also we should have some NBA live streams here coming in the coming
Ooh.
weeks.
Hey, shout out Danny Claus and also shout out
So that's
shout out
eBay.
eBay. Sponsor the stream, bro.
The sponsor hooking up with a cheap deals on the video games, man.
Just give us like Spider-Man and a couple
I need that Red Dead
games.
Redemption too.
Yeah, I need that Red Dead with like everything unlocked.
I need that deluxe one.
You know what that means? I know Xbox, PlayStation. No, I'm just kidding.
I low key wanna switch.
To Xbox?
No, I wanna switch, Nintendo Switch.
Oh, a Nintendo Switch, yeah. I'll be lit.
They have Fortnite on there, they have like Madden on there, and then they have like Super Smash Bros. That's one of my favorite games growing up. What were some of your favorite games growing up? What are you,
Growing up?
games that you remember?
Oof. I remember playing, it was NBA Live. No, it was NBA Street. And what's it called? Football Street, too.
Yeah, NFL Street, classic. Chad Johnson was on one of the covers.
Yeah, I remember playing that. One video game story is both of my brothers, you know, they had the PlayStation, and, I was still like 10. And I was like 8 around this time. And Vice City was really popular, and, I was still really young. They didn't want me playing those games, so they locked it.
Rated R?
Yeah. I remember after school one day, I was trying to unlock that thing for the longest time until Ricardo got home. He's like, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know." I'm trying to play a game. He let me play, but
There's someone on Trump.
Alright. Yeah, come here to get the slurp. Pause.
Oh, there. I pause that.
There's another slurp. Pause.
I think they're building on.
I see him. They're in that building right there. The floor right there. Oh shit! I'm dead.
Oh! But yeah, I think that'll wrap up this week's episode.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
All of that good stuff.
Make sure to get those sponsorships.
eBay, holler at me, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, yeah, until next time.